Hi, my name is Father Todd Goodson. I'm a priest with the Archdiocese of Indianapolis. As I was going through college and kind of began to go into my adult years, and I'd been playing music, I was doing some social work and things like that, trying to have a normal job. And the longer I did it, I found that nothing else really interested me. Business didn't interest me. My music that I was playing was starting to not interest me. But the more I began to kind of engage my faith life, that began to really sort of take hold. Summer of '96, I believe, I came home for the summer with the intent to really discern a vocation. I had studied theology for a year prior to that, and I was just kind of like, this is it, I'm going to do this. And I made a little bit of a bargain with God. I said, I'm going to decide whether or not I have a vocation by my 27th birthday. Toward the end of the summer, there was a vocation dinner scheduled with the Archdiocese of Indianapolis with the Archbishop on August 12th. And that got changed to August 19th. And kind of had this in the back of my mind all summer that I was going to go to this dinner. And so I ended up going. I still remember this. I'm filling out my name tag at the table, the Archbishop standing across on the other side of the table. I'd never spoken to the Archbishop in my life about anything. And as I write down my name, he says, "Oh, you're Todd." He goes, "I heard you're ready to join us." And August 19th, now that was my 27th birthday. That was the answer to my prayer, and so I affiliated with the diocese that particular day. I was actually filling out the application form while in seminary, and I've been in the seminary and priesthood business, if you will, ever since. So. I'm pastor of a bilingual community, and there are 2 or 3 times a year when I also pastor a mission parish as well, and there's 2 or 3 times a year where all 3 of us actually come together in the same place and worship together, Christmas or Easter. And one particular, for whatever reason, comes to mind, an Ash Wednesday service in which we really didn't have enough services for all 3 parishes, so they all came to the same Mass. So I had my Hispanic community, the community of Our Lady of Providence, and so we all came together and we had an Ash Wednesday service in the same place. And it was just really moving for me. Unity, or being united in the Eucharist, is something that's, for whatever, very important to me personally. It was really moving to have that. A second experience, a little bit of tragedy here, but from a ministerial perspective, it caused me to reflect on how I'm a part of people's lives. I had a family about almost a year ago now. They had one of their youngest child died in a fairly tragic circumstance. And to be with them during that time, you sort of walk into their life. You are the representative of Christ in every fashion. In the role of being a consoler, in the role of being, they're mad at me because why did this happen, all of that stuff. But you ultimately are the only sort of point of comfort for them. And you're with them for a very intense period of time, and then you kind of step back out. And you begin to interact with them as you normally did before. For whatever reason, that's a very powerful and very moving experience as a priest, to kind of step in and out of that all the time with families. In their very joyful moments, in their weddings, in their baptisms of their children, but also in their tragic moments. You just sort of weave yourself in and out of these experiences. And you begin to really see yourself as somebody who's, you're bringing Christ to them in some capacity. I don't know how I do it. I don't necessarily even consider myself very worthy of it, but just because they see you as that person, that's what you do. First and foremost, you certainly want to commit that to prayer. Secondly, I would advise somebody to have some sort of contact with a vocation director, other priests, someone who can kind of direct you on that, because I think it's important for guys to be able to consider it just like you would consider any other type of life direction. It's available. It's certainly rewarding and a great life. I've enjoyed every bit of my priesthood. So.